So what it do to everybody? Uh, so we got an episode 5. This is episode 5, and we thugging of The Last of Us, the love story of David Sims and Ellie Sims, which is me. Um, Also want to say, you know, y'all haters, man, y'all rattling some feathers. You know what I'm saying? See, once my famous girlfriends get involved, I don't think it's a pretty sight, or my fans. You know what I mean? And you want to bring kids into it, which is definitely a dangerous thing. That's a dangerous sport to play. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't, fuck with that shit. You know what I mean? Especially kids that can't really defend themselves. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are that fucking weird where they'll bring infant babies into an equation. Now, what the fuck can an infant baby do? They can't defend themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, how fair is that? So therefore, I gotta defend it because it's my damn baby. So it's like I'm not gonna sit there and let you disrespect somebody that's my baby. You know what I'm saying? Jenna, she about to come out of character. So it's like I think y'all kind of need to chill that shit out. You know what I mean? Y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. But shout out to my fans for making Young Michael Jackson the series the biggest show on Netflix. Second season is coming and shit. So, I mean, y'all niggas ain't ready for me, man. I keep telling y'all can't fuck with me. But anyway, I don't gotta say my love life and careers in a parallel universe. Let's get straight into episode 5 of The Last of Us. So Mike was like, David, I need you to search the perimeter with me. I'm like, what the hell? I already did it. He's like, no, we gotta keep doing it, David. That fucking thing was literally in the fucking closet. And it would have fucking bit you if you didn't shoot the shit head off. Why did your wife keep on asking you to fucking move away? She know them things out there. I'm like, yeah, but that don't mean she one of them. So he like, it don't matter, David. I keep telling you, you gotta start thinking smart. You understand me? That girl pregnant. Y'all not gonna last 5 minutes out there. I'm just gonna let you know. I don't even care if y'all got a whole bunch of damn ammunition. Y'all not gonna last 5 minutes out there with them things out there. Them things are coming in fucking hundreds. I'm like, I get it. Look, I told her we not going nowhere. He's like, good. Because if something happened to you, that's going to be blood on my damn hands. And those babies in there and her stomach, they like my grandkids. Shit, I got to protect her ass too. Tell her to stop thinking so fucking stupid. So I'm like, all right, I'll talk to her. He's like, y'all ain't going no fucking where. I said y'all can let people in as long as you check them and give a fucking interview. Talk to them and fill their fucking head out before you really let them through these fucking gates. I'm like, what do you mean? He was like, you do the device shit. You check them to see if they one of those motherfucking things. If they contaminated. If that shit show up red. I told you what the fuck to do. You blow their ass to smithereens. You don't think twice about it. You just let their ass have it. And that's just it. And another fucking thing. I'm like, what? He was like, look, let me just make this shit clear. Don't be out there in public like letting them in without fucking checking them. I don't mean let them through the gate and then check them. No, I mean check them through the fucking gate. And if they ass got the fucking shit, then you just shoot they ass. Don't even ask them what the fuck they doing at the gate. It's clearly what the fuck they doing. I'm like, all right, I get it. But you keep talking to me like I'm some fucking idiot. He's like, yo, because you let they ass in. I'm like, but nothing was wrong with him. He's like, what do you mean nothing was wrong with him? That guy Joe that left here a few days ago, he was bit by one of those fucking zombies. And if it wasn't for me, he would have fucking turned. That fucking girl you married to, she got bit too, walking around. And that's a very surprising thing. I'm like, what? He was like, why the fuck she didn't turn? I'm like, I told you she took some type of antidote. I mean, didn't you get bit by one? He was like, yes, I did get bit by one. And you don't got to keep bringing that shit up. I'm like, I'm not bringing it up, Mike, but I'm letting you know, like, if you took the antidote, then she took it too. So he like, how the fuck she get her hands on it? She did that stinky finger shit. I'm like, look, Stop saying my wife got sticky fingers. He was like, she do got sticky fingers. But all right, fine. You don't gotta check the damn perimeter. I check the shit. You just check all around the house and make sure that nothing is in this bitch. Check the basement. I'm like, the basement? He's like, the basement is where my fucking lab is at. Yeah, man. Check the fucking basement. Did I fucking stutter? Shit, goddamn. So I'm like, all right. And he's like, I'm going outside. The scurriest place is outside. Shit. If anybody gonna have something happen to him, it's gonna be me. I'm out there, literally out in the open. I'm like, you're not really out in the open. We're like gated in. He was like, David, if that fucking bitch weasel her ass in here, then it's no telling what the fuck is out there. What the hell she done did while I was asleep. How you think that shit got in here? She probably opened up a way where they ass can get the fuck in here. I gotta find that fucking leak. I'm like, I get what you're saying. He was like, yo, I had this shit so fucking gated and safe in here. It was no way that none of those things can get through. How the fuck that thing get in here? I'm like, oh, okay. He's like, I'm telling you, it's a leak, and it's probably another one in this bitch. So he go outside. He automatically hears the screams and shit. Well, I hear the screams coming upstairs from in the room. So one of the things was in the room with Ellie. I run up there, and Ellie actually had a gun, in a drawer. So she opened the drawer up, and she ends up, shooting the fucking damn thing before I can really get to it. So when I came upstairs, she had already shot it. So I'm like, damn, well, I ain't had to do anything. She's like, David, we got to get the fuck out of here. Those things are in here now. I'm like, okay, okay, I believe you. She like, David, didn't you just say you just murdered one? I'm like, yeah, I just killed one in the closet attic. She's like, why do you keep saying a closet attic? What the fuck is that? I'm like, it don't matter. She's like, David, we gotta get out of here. They're coming from somewhere. It's a leak. I'm like, okay, okay, I get it. We're leaving. She was like, now we have to fucking leave now. So I'm like, okay, okay, let's get your stuff, get your shit. She's like, I know a place where we can go where it's safe. I'm like, okay. She's like, you gotta tell Mike to give us a car. I'm like, I gotta tell him. So she's like, yes, you have to tell him. So I remember I'm like, all right, I'll talk to Mike. We're going to leave tomorrow morning. She's like, you think we're going to make it to tomorrow morning? I'm like, yeah, we're going to make it to tomorrow morning. She's like, David, I don't feel safe. She's like, I don't feel safe. First of all, I wake up to a fucking damn zombie in my face trying to bite my ear off. I'm like, okay, all right, okay. Let me check this fucking room. So I checked the room, and she's like, even if you check it and nothing's there, I'm not going to want to sleep. No, I'm staying up. I'm like, okay, so she gets up, and I'm like, did you get bit? She's like, no, I did not get bit. You can check me. So I'm checking her, and she didn't get bit or whatever like that. And I just remember I go to Mike, and Mike was like, David, I found the damn leak. I found the source where they coming from. And I'm like, where is it? So he's like, this is where the fuck they coming from. That bitch cut half of the fucking fence. She cut half of the fucking fence. I'm like, she did it? He's like, yo, was this shit cut before? I'm like, no. He was like, this little motherfucking bitch. So he's like, I gotta seal this shit up. God damn. So I'm like, yo, my wife just killed another one of those things in the room. So he's like, did she get bit? I'm like, no, she didn't get bit. Do it look like she got bit? So he's like, man, I don't fucking know. Now let me look at her ass. She don't gotta get naked for me or nothing. Let me see. All right, you good. All right, look, man, I'm sealing the problem up right now. So, Ellie, like, look, sir, I don't mean to be any problem, but me and David are leaving. I know a place where we can go to. So he like, look here, Ellie, nothing against you, but David ain't going no damn where. Okay? He like my son. I'm not letting his ass leave. Okay? And I'm telling you right now, if something happened to him, I'm never gonna be okay with myself. I can never live with myself. So you can shut that shit down right now. He's not going no fucking where. She was like, but those things that in here, those zombies are in here. So he like, man, okay, it was 2 of them in here. You acting like it's like 10 of them. So she's like, you never know how many of those things are in here. So he like, what the fuck are you saying? She's like, they probably everywhere. I mean, just because we only seen 2 don't mean that that's just how many is in here. So he like, so you trying to say my shit contaminated? So she's like, probably so. There's probably some in your fucking lab. There's probably some every fucking where. So he like, you know what? Let's check those fucking apartments. So we going over there and we checking the apartments, and as soon as we go in there, it's like zombies all over the place in the fucking apartment. So obviously it got contaminated. So he like, oh shit, fuck. I'm like, so you think that it's best that we stay here? He like, all right, look, I'm not leaving. I'm like, Mike, what the fuck are you talking about? He like, I ain't leaving, David. I'm staying here. Y'all two, it's safe for y'all to fucking go. Take one of my bulletproof cars. I'm like, yo, you can't stay here. Them fucking things that eat your ass alive. He like, maybe so. But then I'll be with my damn family. I'm like, come on, Mike. Man, you not thinking straight. He like, I am thinking straight. Fuck this shit. I'm like, Mike, you coming with us, man. There's no way I'm leaving your ass here. He like, yo, I built this shit. I built this shit, all of this shit. And you think I'm gonna let these fucking things fuck all my shit up? I'm like, look, man, just take the shit with us, man. You can build another lab, man. Just come on. So he like, man, fuck this shit. I'm not letting these things take over my shit. I'm like, look, Mike, you not talking straight. He's like, man, stop telling me that I'm not talking straight. I'm like, cause you not, man. You coming with us. I'm not fighting off these damn things. My wife is pregnant, man. You gotta come with us. He like, man, what the fuck am I gonna do out there? I'm like, shoot them motherfuckers. He like, so let's just say, for argument's sake, that I do actually decide to go with you fucking idiots. What am I gonna do with the rest of my fucking vehicles? So I'm like, I guess leave him here. He's like, no chance in hell, asshole. I'm not leaving my fucking vehicles here. I'm like, you think those fucking zombies can drive? They can't drive. He like, it don't matter. Once they put their virus ass on my fucking cars, I ain't gonna want to touch that shit. So I'm like, all right, so then don't touch it then. He like, David, you're not fucking hearing me. I'm like, I am hearing you, but you're not hearing me. Even if your ass stay here, you're gonna fucking die. He like, maybe that's what the fuck I want. Maybe I want to die, David. Maybe that's exactly what I fucking want. I'm like, why the fuck would you want that dumb shit? I thought you had something to live for. He like, look here, David. Yeah, you like my damn son, but it ain't no goddamn way in hell that I'm letting them fuck my shit up. So I'm like, look, you said that if something happened to me, it'll be on your hands. He like, now you bringing this shit up. Now you bringing this shit up. I'm like, so if I get in this car with my wife, Ellie, and we drive off and through the night and something happened to us, would you be able to live with yourself? He like, yo, I literally just said I couldn't fucking be able to live with myself. I literally just said that shit. So I'm like, so if you just said it, why are you acting like you really want to fucking die? He's like, man, I can't believe you, man. How the fuck you gonna be that damn low? Fine, I'll fucking come. But we bringing all of my guns. I'm like, all right, man, we can take all of your guns, anything you want. Let's go. We got to get everything. He was like, wait a minute. Ellie, you sure you know a fucking place? You're not just making this shit up. So she's like, yes, I know a place. But let me just make this clear. We're doing things our way, not your way. So when we get there, we're the boss, me and David, not you. So he's like, girl, let me tell you something. I don't listen to no fucking body. I ain't listening to David or your ass. If I go, I do things my fucking way. So she like, yeah, but if we want to let somebody through those gates that we think is safe, we're going to let them through with or without you telling us what the fuck to do. So he's like, you're a fucking idiot. And you know why? Because you see all this fucking shit happening? Now, that's because of me letting somebody through the gate. And I didn't even let the bitch through. She snuck her ass in. And guess what the fuck she did? She cut the fucking damn gate open so motherfuckers can get through. So let me tell you something. No, we not letting nobody into the new place. She's like, you know what? You're such a fucking selfish bitch. So he's like, yeah, I might be that fucking way, but I'm smart. I'm not a fucking damn idiot. Now, if I go, we do things my way or it's no damn way. So I'm like, all right, fine, Mike. She's like, no, it's not fine. He just won't go because we're not doing things his way. We running the show. So I'm like, He like, David, you better get your little fucking white ass bitch. I'm like, look, everybody to stop with the fucking name calling. Shut the fuck up. I'm trying to think. He like, man, why the fuck you trying to think those things are all over the fucking place? I'm like, okay, listen. When you get there, you just do things your way, and we definitely still gonna run shit, cause it's gonna be our place. But we ain't gonna tell you what to do. He's like, good, y'all wasn't gonna tell me what the fuck to do. So I'm like, all right, Mike, we get it. Now go ahead and get the fucking guns. He like, I ain't going down there alone. So I'm like, what that mean? He was like, send your wife down there first. She already contaminated. She got bit before. So she like, what is that supposed to mean? So he like, it ain't gonna matter to you if you get bit again. Just go take your ass down there first and see if it's down there. See if those viruses and all them fucking damn zombies, see if they down there. Just go down there, like sacrifice, take one for the team. So she like, take one for the team. I'm just gonna take one for David. Fine, I'll go down there first. Since you so damn afraid, you talk all this tough shit, but you don't even want to go down there first. So he like, yeah, well, just take your ass down there and see if they down there. So she go down there and she's like, everything's good, coast is clear. So he's like, you ain't lying, are you? So she's like, everything's clear, Mike. So all I remember, he go down there, he's like, oh shit. Everything look good. Grab everything. Get everything. Put it in the biggest truck that we can take. I'm like, all right. He's like, man, I can't believe I'm leaving all my cars here. I'm like, what the fuck was you gonna do with all of them anyway? It's the apocalypse, you damn dumbass. What do you need 20 different cars for? He like, for transportation. I'm like, well, we got a big ass truck now that's bulletproof. We good. Ain't nothing gonna happen to it. So he's like, man, shut your ass the fuck up and just load the shit up. So I'm like, all right, man, fine. He's like, come on, man, let's go. Oh, shit. Now they up there near the fucking damn door. Shit. I'm like, look, we got guns down here. He's like, man, I'm about to blow they ass to smithereens. Y'all two stand the fuck back. This a grenade gun. I'm like, yo, that shit big as shit. Whatever. He's like, this was my masterpiece. I was working on this shit for a long motherfucking time. I've been waiting to use this shit. Y'all two stand the fuck back. I'm about to show these motherfuckers who they fucking with. I'm like, Mike, you sure that's a safe thing? He's like, man, just stand the fuck back. I got it. So I'm like, yo, that shit look like it'll blow up all of us. He's like, it ain't gonna blow all of us up. Just trust me. I know what I'm doing. The motherfuckers out there, and we gotta show them who boss. So I'm like, look, he's like, stand the fuck back and cover your ears. Because this shit might fuck up your ear sight. I'm like, all right, man, whatever. So he shoot that little grenade gun. That shit was loud as shit. Even with us covering our ears, we heard that shit. It was just really fucking loud. So the whole shit blew the door open, everything. But he did kill a fucking damn zombie. So at least it got the job done. He's like, I did it. I blew their ass up. I'm like, okay. He's like, now come on, man. Load that shit up now while we still got time. So the girl, Jazz, she didn't get contaminated. She actually was good. She's like, can I come with y'all? I'm good. I mean, I didn't get bit. He was like, you know what? I actually forgot about your damn ass. Yeah, you can come with us. Hurry the fuck up. So she like, what? He like, man, start loading shit in, Jazz. Come on. So she like, okay. So, we loading the guns. We loading everything up. He, clothes, we got to change clothes up. Everything. So Ellie was like, I don't think you gotta, load up clothes. It's clothes where we going at. He's like, you think I'm wearing some strangest clothes? You think I'm gonna wear some strangest clothes? I don't know where they dick been at. So she like, how you know it was men that was staying there? He was like, what, was it girls that was staying there? And even if it was girls, I ain't wearing women's clothes either. So she was like, no, it was men, it was guys that was staying there. He was like, and it makes it even fucking worse. No, I'm not putting men clothes on my dick with another man's dick. No, I'm wearing my shit because it's my shit. So she's like, okay, you are such a fucking damn idiot. So he's like, I'm an idiot. I'm saving our lives here and I'm an idiot. So she was like, you shouldn't have let that fucking girl in and maybe none of this stuff would have been happening. He's like, so you saying this shit my fault? You saying it's my fault? So Jazz like, can y'all two shut the fuck up? I mean, we got zombies out here trying to kill us. So all I remember is we get in the car and stuff like that. He's like, I can't believe I'm leaving all this shit behind. Look at this shit. I built this shit. Now it's all gone. I'm like, man, Mike, shut the hell up, goddamn. So he like, all right, fine, I'll shut up. So we driving and stuff like that, and he's like, man, I don't know where to go. I'm like, well, Ellie is going to tell us. We are, I'm driving and Ellie is in the driver's seat. So she's telling us where to go at. She knows where to go. You do know where to go at, right? She's like, yes, baby, I know where to go. So Mike and Jazz, they like sitting in the back seat. He like, man, I can't believe this shit. I left my whole fucking damn life's work all behind. I'm like, you ain't take none of the shit with you. Like, I took everything with me. I don't mean my medicine and none of that shit or the shit I was working on. I'm talking about I built that shit. All of that shit. I'm like, Mike, you can build another fucking world. He was like, no, I can't. Not like that one. That was my kingdom. And it's gone. From all because of a fucking bitch. I'm like, okay. But yet now now he's like, look here. We coming? He like, we going there to that new place? Look here. Y'all listen to me and y'all hear me good. We are not going to get there and start doing dumb shit. I'm telling you that right now. Ellie, you got to stop. He was like, you got to stop thinking so fucking stupid. So she's like, excuse me? Because I want to save people, I'm stupid or I'm thinking stupid? So he's like, yeah, exactly. You got to stop thinking like that. We're in a fucking war. So it's like, oh, and you letting in a random girl, that was a safe thing to do. He's like, okay, I made a mistake. Okay, I had a moment of weakness. You right. You absolutely right. You got that charge on me, but you won't see me ever doing that shit again. And after I found out she was full of shit, what did I do? Everybody, y'all seen what I did? I blew her ass to smithereens. Y'all seen me do that shit? I didn't even fucking hesitate to blow her fucking head off. So I'm like, okay, Mike, you did it. You blew her fucking head away. Can you just shut the fuck up? I'm literally trying to fucking drive, yo. I'm literally trying to fucking drive, and you starting to piss me off right now. He like, okay. All right, I'm like, yo, you in my ear. He's like, I get it, goddamn. So I'm like, all right, just, okay, where are we going at, Ellie? She was like, I know. So we go, we get there, and this series is not really about zombies. It's not really about killing zombies and shit like that. It's just about us making a life for us in this apocalypse world, you know what I'm saying? And it's a love story between me and Ellie. So it's not really about, zombies and shit like that. Now, Joe, he didn't make it far. So Joe didn't make it far. This nigga was fucking wounded in the middle of this desert street that we were driving on, and Ellie ended up seeing him. So she's like, that's Joe. That's Joe. We need to stop and get him. So he like, oh, hell no. It like his ass contaminated. Hell no, we ain't picking his ass up. So Ellie was like, he is not a fucking stranger. So he like, look at his ass. Look, man, I don't got this shit to operate on his old ass right now. We just gonna have to leave him out there. She's like, you need to fucking have a heart. Because if that was you stretched out there in that fucking street, would you want somebody to just leave you like that? So he's like, look, if I was fucking dying, then hell yeah. So she's like, you are a fucking jackass. David, stop the car. So I'm like, okay, I'll stop the car. He's like, you gonna fucking listen to her? I'm like, Mike, shut up. So he like, okay, fine. Y'all are two fucking idiots. Y'all are two idiots. So I'm like, look, he not that bad off, man. We can. He was like, man, I ain't touching him. I ain't touching him. So Ellie was like, yo, you're the only one that knows how to do this stuff. Why are you being so fucking damn hard? Why are you being an idiot? So he's like, let me tell you something. You think by you telling me that I'm a fucking idiot that's gonna stop me? I'm not touching him. He's contaminated. I'm not putting my hands on his old ass. So she was like, you are such a fucking loser. I'll do it. So he's like, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. So I'm like, okay, Mike, just do it. Just operate on his ass. He was like, why? So I can get contaminated? I already got bitten. So Ellie was like, wait. You got bitten and you was on my case about it? He was like, yeah, but I took the antidote. She's like, and so did I. So you're a fucking hypocrite. So he's like, I don't want to get double contaminated. So I'm not touching his ass and you can't make me. She was like, you're such a fucking kid. So all I remember is, he's wounded and he didn't make it far. And it's a good thing that we kind of left because now we kind of, had to get Joe on the way and Mike the whole way to the place where we were going at. Joe and Ellie, they had already been there. So, you know, Mike the whole time is complaining about us getting Joe. He's like, man, y'all idiots. Y'all picking up fucking hitchhikers and shit. And I can't believe y'all. Y'all should have just left his ass out there. She was like, left him out there to fucking die? Really? Mike, you're such a fucking loser. Okay? You would want somebody to save you. I don't care how tough you talk. I don't care how you try to make yourself seem like you're so macho. You wouldn't want to fucking die. No one does. So I don't want to hear that shit that, oh, I'll just be with my family. You are such a fucking hypocrite. You don't mean that shit. He's like, you telling me that I don't mean what the fuck I say? You telling me I don't fucking mean it? Because I mean every fucking word I say. So I said that I was going to stay there, and I was going to stay there and fight them things off. So she's like, yeah, and what if you fucking died? He was like, then I just would have died. You trying to tell me I don't mean what the fuck I say? Because you can let me out right now, and I'll go the fuck back there. I don't give a fuck what none of y'all say. I mean every fucking word I say. Y'all can test me on that shit. So I'm like, Mike, stop letting my wife get to you, goddamn. And Ellie, stop talking to him. Shut up and tell me how to get there. God damn, y'all two arguing like y'all married. And you my damn wife. She's like, you know what? Fine. I won't say anything to him. You right. I'm like, just tell me how to get to this fucking place. God damn. I need to know. So he's like, man, stop touching him. Stop putting him off on me. His contaminated blood and shit. Stop putting him on me like that. God damn it. She's like, he is not a fucking zombie. So he like, not yet. And you keep on brushing his dirty ass up on me and shit. He was on that dirty ass, desert ass floor, and you up there putting his dirty, dusty body on me. Stop doing that shit. So she's like, well, I got him, put him somewhere. I'm in the front seat. So he like, get his ass off of me. So Jazz like, I don't want him touching me. So I'm like, well, both of y'all back there shut the fuck up. Y'all are really starting to piss me off. So we see a whole bunch of zombies. So she like, so he go, Mike, that can't be good. That can't be fucking good. Where the fuck we going at? It's probably going to be contaminated. That can't be good. She's like, I know it's not. It's not contaminated. I promise you. So he's like, and how the fuck you promise us that? How could you sit there and actually promise us that, Ellie? So I'm like, Mike, can you stop challenging my fucking wife? He's like, man, she's 14 years old and you're 14. Y'all two 14-year-old idiots. So I'm like, yo, you call me an idiot again, I'm gonna fucking blow your fucking mind away. He's like, that was really fucking stupid. You gonna blow my mind away? Why don't you just say you gonna blow my brains out? That's what you should have said. That would have made more sense. I'm like, Mike, fuck that. Just shut up. So he like, yeah, all right, I'm not listening to your wife. Your wife gonna bring us into a fucking madhouse. So she's like, I wouldn't do that. He's like, I don't trust shit you say. Now that your ass got sticky fingers. She's like, I didn't steal nothing in your fucking place. I never stole anything. He was like, yeah, okay, I beg to differ. So she's like, what the fuck did I steal? What did I steal? What did I take? I never took anything. So he's like, yeah, I beg to differ. I'm like, why don't you shut the fuck up? So I ended up shooting Mike in his arm. Like, I just shot his ass. He was like, yo, you shot me. You shot me in my arm. I'm like, yo, you wouldn't shut the fuck up. He was like, yo, I didn't mean that I actually wanted to fucking die. You know, I talk shit. I'm like, Mike, can you shut up now? He's like, yo, this shit hurt. So he started screaming and stuff like that. I shot him in the shoulder. I didn't mean to, but he just wouldn't shut up. He was really pissing me off. So he did end up shutting up or whatever like that. And we get to the place, right? But now, here's the thing. Ellie, she doesn't know the combination to get into the fucking thing. You need the fucking combination, like the pin code, to get into the thing. So now we don't know how to get into the fucking gate because you need a pin code. So he's like, well, it looks safe. Look, I mean, how the fuck we gonna get into the damn gate? It needs it's a pin lock. So she like, okay, look, Joe knows it. So he like, yeah, look at Joe. Do you think he's in a stable condition to tell us the fucking combination? Hey Joe, what's the pin code to get into the fucking gate? She's like, you're such a jackass. So he like, yeah, because you're a fucking idiot. I mean, you talking about he's the only one to know the shit, and we don't know how to get in. I'm not getting in. Look like booby traps set and shit. So I'm like, okay, look, we can try to figure it out. He's like, look, I'm not going out there and risking my damn life. Look, man, we got to figure out a way to find the pin code. So she's like, but Joe, knowing Joe, he would probably write it down. So he like, write what down? The pin code? So all I remember is she did ended up finding the pin code number in his pocket, in one of his pockets. So he did ended up writing it down, and he wrote Ellie's name on it just in case she wanted to come back here and, raise, our babies as a family. And so that was a smart thing that he did, but he just forgot to give it to her. So she ends up finding the pin code in his coat in one of his pockets. She goes out and she types it in, and the shit opens or whatever like that. And so he's like, man, I mean, it's nice. It's not like my shit. It's nice. It's nowhere near like my shit. I'm like, Mike, who gives a fuck if it's like your shit or not? Who cares? We're here, ain't we? So he's like, yeah, under what suspense? I mean, goddamn, we almost got fucking killed by those damn things. Because that bitch cut my goddamn gate. So I'm like, yeah, she sabotaged that shit. He's like, man, we gonna think smart. I'm like, yeah, you're right. We are gonna think smart. So we get into the gate, and Mike did ended up operating on Joe. He like, man, this nigga ain't gonna last long. He already old as shit. I'm like, he not that old. So he's like, yeah, he not that damn old, but he ain't one of us. So I'm like, what is that supposed to mean? He's like, I'm like, I'm 31 years old, so I'm still young. I'm still kind of youthful. His ass got to be like 50 something. I'm like, okay, so what? He's 50. He's still young. He's like, David, stop lying to your damn self. He old as shit, and we all know it in this damn room. So I'm like, yeah, he old, but he ain't that damn old. I mean, Will Smith like 50 something. Like, Will Smith probably dead somewhere. Them things probably ate his ass up. You think any celebrities alive? I'm like, okay, I'm pretty sure that they probably did. He's like, David, let's just be real, okay? There's nothing we can do about his ass. I did all I can for him. I ain't giving him another damn antidote, okay? He ain't been bit or nothing like that. He just been cut real bad. So all I remember is that he did give him some type of medicine to like take the pain away, but he was already unconscious. So, Ellie was like, she was like, I should have never let him leave. I let him leave, and he got hurt. I should have went with him. I'm like, look, if you would have went with him, then you would have got hurt too. Look, you did the right thing. I'm like, and besides, you regret, staying back with your husband? She's like, I don't regret staying back with you, hon. She's like, I don't regret staying back with you, honey. Of course not. It's just, I had a feeling that something was going to happen to Joe. I had a strong feeling. And guess what? I was right. And I should have went with my gut. So Mike like, yeah, I should have went with your gut. But you know what? I'm going to stop fucking with you. Come on, Jazz. So all I remember is, Ellie is talking to Joe while he was like, he's unconscious or whatever. So she's like, when you wake up this time, you're not leaving. I'm not letting you leave, and you're not going nowhere. I'm not going to let you leave and hurt yourself. Your brother is probably dead. He's probably already off. Why are you risking your life for him? He's not risking his life for you. You need to just let him be. And I'm telling you, when you wake up, you're not leaving. I'm not letting you leave. My mission is to let you stay here. So all I remember is now, we all looking around the house and stuff like that. Mike like, this shit is dusty as shit. This whole house is dusty as shit. So I'm like, okay, that's because I haven't had nobody living in here for a long time. So he goes downstairs and he sees what Bill and Frank, what Bill built down there. He was like, oh, this shit is impressive. God damn, this shit look better than my shit. Oh, I love this shit. This my shit now. This is my office. This my office. This my room. This where I'm gonna be sleeping at, and y'all stay from out of this shit. And especially you, Ellie. You got sticky fingers. She was like, none of these guns are yours. So he like, it's mine now? Them motherfuckers are dead. It's mine now? So she like, okay, fine, whatever. So he's like, get your sticky finger ass out of my fucking damn office. So she's like, okay, whatever. So she goes upstairs. He was like, come on, Jewel. She was like, come on, Jazz. You can come downstairs with me. So all I remember is, we looking around and Mike, he goes upstairs. No, yeah, he goes upstairs and he ends up opening up the door where Bill and Frank was like, where they killed themselves at. And yeah, it was stinking in there, but they did leave the window open, so it wasn't really that bad, but their bodies looked really bad. So Mike was like, God damn, what the fuck? David, get your ass in here. Get the hell in here. And I don't mean you. He was like, and I don't mean your sticky finger ass either, Ellie. I don't mean you. She was like, well, he's my husband. You call my husband, you call me. What's going on? So he's like, I wasn't talking to your ass. I was talking to David. So she's like, whatever. So he's like, David, look at this shit. This is a fucking sight to see. Look at these dead ass composed bodies. I'm like, oh, whoa, oh, shit. God damn, I ain't sleeping in here. So he's like, man, what we gonna do with these dead ass bodies? Look at all those fucking magnets. Look at all the, oh, shit. I'm like, okay, Mike, we just gonna clean it up. He's like, I'm not touching that shit. I'm not touching that. They could have been contaminated. He was like, they wasn't contaminated. You fucking jackass. So he was like, you call me another damn jackass again? If I don't even give a damn if you his damn wife, I'ma just shoot your dumb ass. So she was like, okay, me and David get rid of the bodies. He was like, nuh-uh, David ain't touching that shit either. I told you, David like my son. He not touching that shit either. Nuh-uh, Jazz, you and Jazz can touch that shit. So she's like, but I'm pregnant. So he was like, you just first of all, you literally just, you said that you was gonna fucking do it anyway. You and David, you just already volunteered yourself. So now you trying to put that you pregnant. David ain't doing that shit. You and Jazz gonna get rid of those damn bodies. So she was like, oh my goodness, really? So he's like, you think you're a man any damn way? She's like, I do not think I'm a man. So he was like, yeah, well, you and Jazz gonna do that shit. Me and David is going in the lab. Come on, David. Come on, son. So she's like, we can't lift these bodies up. They're too heavy. So he's like, you better figure out a fucking way. It's probably, it's bones now. It's bones. Ain't nothing on their damn bodies. Just get their asses out of that fucking bed. That shit look disgusting. And when we get back up here, it better be finished. So she was like, why can't y'all just do it? So he's like, because I'm not touching that damn body. So I'm like, Mike, yo, you know these girls can't do it, man. He's like, all right, fine. I'm fine. We got to find some gloves because I'm not touching that shit with my hands. So we found some gloves and stuff. We did get the bodies out. We had the girls dig the graves. They dug the graves. We buried the fucking damn bodies. And then the girls, they were changing the sheets and stuff, doing a real heavy cleaning after we got the bodies out the bed. So now we in the lab, me and Mike. He's like, you see all this nice shit in here. Look at all this sweet shit. All these nice ass guns. I can't wait to blow they ass to smithereens. Look at all this shit. All this good ass shit. So I'm like, Mike, you are so obsessed with fucking guns. So he's like, yeah, and your ass need to get on board too. Cause see, what a fucking gun can do is what a bitch can't do. So he's like, when my family died, those guns became my best friends. All those guns became like my wife's. I had different names for them bitches. Yeah, that's right. All of them. Yeah, and I had the one that was always faithful to me. I got it right here on my hip. See that shit right there? Ain't she a beauty? Yeah, I carry this baby everywhere. This my wife. We don't never leave each other's side. And never let me down. I'm like, Mike, you are a fucking idiot. You are really crazy. You are in a fucking relationship with a gun? So he's like, oh yeah? You got a better idea? Look, Dave, I gotta tell you something. Jazz ain't really 16. She 18. I'm like, yeah, why the fuck you telling me that? He's like, well, we've been having sex. I'm like, you're 30. He's like, and she 18. She's legal. So I'm like, look, that ain't none of my business. He's like, yeah, you fucking that Laura. that sticky finger white bitch. I'm like, man, stop talking about my damn wife. So he like, look, all I'm saying is that now we both got girls. I'm like, look, okay, I get it. Look, why the fuck am I down here? I don't know anything about this shit. Why am I down here? So he's like, you're down here because we need to talk. We need to form a plan. I'm like, we already got a plan. We staying here. He's like, yeah, we are staying here, but I need you to be on he's like, I need you to be on the same side with me. Listen, your fucking wife is obviously a fucking weirdo. So let's just make that shit clear. So I'm like, yo, why you keep calling my damn wife a weirdo? He's like, if the shoe fits and she's definitely wearing that shit, she's definitely a fucking weirdo in my damn eyes. So I'm like, okay, get to the point. So he's like, the point is that she want to let strangers into this fucking gate. We're not doing that shit. I'm like, but as time goes on, we're going to have to let people in. He's like, no, the fuck we not. We're not going to have to let anybody in. I'm like, not everybody's going to be contaminated, Mike. He was like, even if they're not. That fucking bitch, Jasmine, wasn't contaminated, but she was contaminated with evil. She cut my fucking gate. I'm like, all right, yeah, you got a point there. He's like, we going to interview anybody that we do let through these gates. If we decide as a unit to let anybody through these fucking gates, we are going to interview the shit out of their ass like we the fucking feds. I'm telling you right now, we are not letting nothing pass. I'm like, I got you. I'm with you on that. He's like, yeah, good. And you tell your little sticky figure fucking wife to leave it up to the pros. I'm like, all right, man, but she just trying to help. He's like, she doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about. She's up there talking about this let people in. You really need to get on your fucking wife about that shit. She gonna get your ass killed. I'm like, okay. He's like, anyway, look at this shit right here. See, David, now this is how you hold this gun right here. This is a shotgun. I ain't never teach you how to shoot a shotgun. Oh, I'm gonna teach you how to shoot a shotgun tomorrow. Cause see, these motherfuckers, these bitches right here leave your ass leaking. You can shoot a motherfucker and blow their whole body away. I mean, like, you can blow half of their body off their body. I'm like, what do you mean? He was like, you can shoot a motherfucker with this shit right here. This shit's so powerful that half of their body will come off their fucking body. I'm talking about not in a fucking video game, in real life. I'm like, really? He was like, yeah, really. I done did it. And I can show you. I'm like, he's like, you my son now. You my son. Now listen, I don't like your fucking wife. I'm like, and she don't like you either. He was like, and I ain't gonna say I don't trust her. She brought us to this nice place. So she did one thing right, but that still don't make her okay in my fucking book. You're my son. Which means that little white bitch upstairs is carrying my grandkids. Now listen, I'm going to teach you everything. Ins and outs, everything. Oh, and guess what? I did find the antidote. You know that green shit that girl was trying to steal, Jasmine? That's the antidote for the virus. I just don't got enough for everybody. That's why I was trying to, and I got it. But I got to, expand it. So I can cure everybody, not just myself. I can cure Joe too. Whenever his old ass wake up. So I'm like, can you stop being so sarcastic when it comes to everybody? He was like, yo, that's the only thing I know. I mean, I love being sarcastic. What, you don't? I'm like, Mike, that's just how you are. He was like, you're right. That is just how I am. So quit trying. He was like, so quit trying to change me. I'm like, I'm not trying to change you. He's like, yeah, well, I am this way. And I'm always going to be this way till I fucking die. So I'm like, okay, I get it. He's like, this shit right here. Now look, this shit is filled up to the top. Now this is enough for I'm going to say a good 100 people, maybe even 200. But it's millions of people out there. I'm not saying millions of people. Actually, it's billions of people out there. But I'm not saying that billions of people are still alive. But a lot of them are contaminated. I'm like, if you got the cure, then what is the fucking problem? He's like, the problem is even if I got the cure for their ass, don't mean I want to give it to every fucking body. Not everybody's a good person. So I'm like, yeah, that does make sense. He's like, you understand me? Not everybody got a good damn heart. Not everybody is worth fucking saving, David. You say they ass and then they fucking end up killing you. I done seen that shit happen. Somebody get cured or somebody give them a little antidote and they get their energy back and then they turn on you. Like a fucking Doug. I'm like, but Dougs are kind of loyal. He's like, not all Dougs are loyal. Not all Dougs are loyal. You got some Dougs that will turn on their master after they feel like they can do things on their own. They just eat your ass alive. Not all Dougs are loyal. Just like idiots that have pets as lions or a fucking tiger. And the tiger gets so damn big that it ends up, what? Eating the fucking damn master. So I'm like, okay, you got a point there. He's like, I know I got a fucking point there. I know I do. And who the fuck want to have a damn pet as a damn tiger? Who the fuck wants that? The people are fucking weird. I seen somebody with a pet damn bear. A baby bear. What the fuck are you doing with a pet damn baby bear? What the fuck? That's a killer damn bear. Once that shit get big, it's gonna slice your ass up like a damn tomato. What the fuck is wrong with these damn people? They are fucking weird. And I'm the weirdo, and I'm a jackass, but you walking around with a fucking damn bear. So I'm like, yeah, I get what you're saying. He was like, you don't get what I'm saying. You don't get it. You don't get it. These people are fucking idiots. They walking around with fucking pet tigers and lions and shit. And they up there wondering why they turn on their ass. They are wild animals. They are wild ass killer animals. And you walking around like they fucking dogs and cats and shit. So I'm like, yeah, you right. He was like, and then they wondering why they eat their ass in their damn sleep. Or slice they fucking throat. Or bite your damn arm off. And they do that. And then they still got the shit as a damn pet. What is wrong with you fucking idiots? You goddamn, and if it just eats your whole damn body, you deserve it for being that fucking stupid. So I'm like, yeah, yo. So I just started laughing. He was like, it ain't fucking funny. It's not funny. It is not fucking funny. They fucking idiots. Let me show you. You think I'm fucking making this shit up? Let me show you. Look at this. Look at this idiot. With this fucking baby ass damn bear. It's not a panda bear. It's a real ass fucking killer bear. It's a baby, but wait till that shit get big. It's gonna slice his ass up. Watch what it do. It's gonna eat his ass. Look at it. It's already trying to eat him. Look at what it's doing. It got his whole damn mouth in his head. He thinking the bear is playing with him. That bear is not playing with you. It's sizing your dumb ass up for when it get. They is so stupid. You see this shit? Look at him. He really think he bonding with that damn bear. And so I started laughing or whatever. I'm like, all right, yo, you gotta stop making me laugh. He's like, yo, I'm not making you laugh. I'm not trying to. I'm being real. Look at this shit. Look at these fucking idiots. Look at this shit. Look, you see this lady walking around with this fucking damn tiger bear. You see the tiger. Look at him. What are you doing? Humping her leg and shit. Look at this shit. You see this weird ass shit? So I'm like, I get it, Mike. You don't got to keep selling me on it, yo. I get it. He was like, now, this is what I'm trying to tell you. David, the world has already been contaminated without this fucking virus on the scene. Look at how stupid these people are. People all over the world are jackasses. I'm not saving a random jackass so they can be healthy and then be more of a fucking idiot being healthy all in my damn face. No, I'm going to see if they're worthy or not to be fucking saved. And if they not, I'm just going to blow their ass away. That's why if I find out they contaminated, I just shoot them with no hesitation. And that's what you need to start realizing. You need to get on board too. Stop letting your sticky finger fucking wife tell you shit. She your damn wife, but you wear the pants in the relationship, don't you? I'm like, yeah. He's like, so start acting like you got a dick. You ain't got a damn vagina, do you? I'm like, hell no. He's like, all right then. Start talking to that sticky finger wife of yours like you got balls and shit. Stop trying to let her get in your fucking head and shit. I don't let that girl Jazz get in my head because I know what the fuck I am. So I'm like, all right, I get it. So he's like, you don't fucking get it. That's why I'm on your ass, because you my damn son. I'm teaching you to be on survival mode, not be on a damn stupid ass mode. That's how your wife wants you to be. So you let your damn guards down, then they come to fuck in here and fuck your ass up. I'm like, all right. He's like, and you shot me in my fucking arm. You lucky you like my damn son, cause I forgive your ass for that shit. You lucky, you so fucking lucky. I'm like, he's like, cause David, I ain't gonna lie to you. If you wasn't like my damn son, I would have shot your ass in the back of your head. I really would have shot you literally in the back of your fucking head, and there wouldn't have been no fucking thoughts about it. You so fucking lucky. So I'm like, all right. He's like, and I was giving you a hard way to go in that back seat. I'm like, I get it. Yo, I can't take two more of you, yo. I gotta go upstairs. So I'll go upstairs, and Joe wakes up, and he like, David. It was like a whisper name, like he was like whispering my name, cause he was still kind of weak. So I walk over to him. I'm like, Joe, you up? He's like, yeah. I'm like, look, man, you look, you can't go back out there. He's like, I don't want to go back out there. I need you to do me a favor. Kill me. I'm like, kill you? He's like, yeah, kill me. Just kill me. I'm like, kill you? You want me to fucking kill you? You want me to off your ass? So he's like, yes, just do it. I'm like, no, I'm not killing your ass. So he's like, go get that guy. I know he'll do it. I'm like, look, well, I'm not murdering your ass, and he ain't doing it either. So he's like, you need to kill me. I'm going to end up changing after a while. I'm like, look, you're fine. You're good. Look, Mike got the antidote for you. He's going to give it to you. Okay? I promise you. You're going to be fine. He's like, look, look, just do it. Just kill me. I'm like, no, I'm not fucking killing your ass. And you ain't talking straight, man. Just lay your ass down. I'll be back. So I'm like, Ellie, baby. She's like, yeah, honey. I'm like, look, oh, it looked really nice in here, but we ain't sleeping in here. She's like, no, we're not sleeping in here. Where two dead bodies were sleeping at? Of course not, honey. So I'm like, Ellie, Joe woke up. She's like, he did? I'm like, yeah, and he's not talking straight. He told me that he wanted me to kill him. She's like, why would he want you to fucking murder his ass? So I'm like, look, I guess because he's so fucking hurt. But look, Mike got the antidote. He can cure you too. So she's like, he can? What's the antidote? I'm like, that green stuff that I guess you seen that girl steal. So she's like, that's the cure? I'm like, well, I guess so, yeah. So she's like, but what if it don't work? What if we take it and it kills us? I don't want to take it. I'm like, okay. She's like, but Joe, he needs to take it. He's really hurt. So she goes in there. She's like, hey, Joe, I'm so happy to see you. So he's like, look, you got to tell your husband to kill me. She's like, no one is killing you, Joe. No one is going to kill you. So he's like, look, I have nothing to live for. Can you just do it? I need you to do it. I can't live like this. I'm in a lot of pain. I need you to kill me. So she's like, no one is killing you. Okay? So we get Mike. Mike comes up and he actually agrees to not kill the damn fucking person. He's like, I can see that he's actually a good person. So I won't off his ass. Look, man, Joe, I'm not going to lie to you. This little white bitch, she going to need a fucking father figure. And you more of a fucking father figure than she will ever fucking get. So you going to have to stay your old ass alive. So what you going to have to do, you going to have to lay your old ass back. And I'm like, can you stop calling him an old ass? So he's like, he is old. So I can't say that shit? I'm like, Mike, you don't got to keep being that fucking damn sarcastic. God damn, I think he fucking old as shit. So he's like, yeah, well, I don't give a damn. Anyway, you going to lay your old ass back and rest up. I can't just give him the antidote right now. I got to let him rest up for a few days. And then I'll give it to him. You give it to him right away, it'll kill his ass. It's real strong. He needs to get a little bit of energy and strength back in his body before I give him the antidote. Okay? So she's like, but you will give it to him, right? He's like, ain't that what the fuck I just said? I said I was going to give it to his ass. I'm just not giving it to his ass right now. So she like, all right, okay, I get it. So he's like, and stop questioning me like I got an answer to you. I don't work for you. You asking me questions like you my damn boss and shit. You better go to fuck here some damn where. David, I told you, didn't I tell you to talk to that fucking girl? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna talk to her. But goddamn, she was only asking a question. You acting like she was actually telling you to give it to him. He's like, look, I don't care what the fuck she was doing. She don't ask me any damn thing. And I don't have to answer to her ass. So I'm like, all right, Mike, all right. So he goes downstairs or whatever. Now, Mike is a little bit of a damn character in this series. He is definitely the most funniest character in it. Um, so all I remember is, Joe had to go back to sleep and rest his body up. So Ellie was kind of, crying and stuff. She was kind of emotional. And she was like, David, he actually wanted to die. I'm like, yeah, want to fucking live in the apocalypse? Like, we are living in the apocalypse, David. Look, we can't kill him. Look, he is a hard ass. I give you that. He's all of that shit. But he has a good heart. He's a good person. I'm like, yeah, I can fucking obviously see that. Mike can see it too, which is why he didn't off his ass. So she was like, what is off? I'm like, what do you mean? She was like, why do you and Mike keep saying off his ass? What is off? I'm like, off his ass means shooting the motherfucker and killing him. So she's like, why don't y'all just say, well, I'm not going to shoot him. So I'm like, because that just sounds better to say. So she's like, okay, look, David, he might end up trying to kill his damn self. So we have to take turns watching him to make sure that he doesn't fucking kill himself. I'm like, first of all, the stuff that he got, he's not going, I'm telling you, he's not going to get, ain't nothing going to happen. I promise you, he's going to be fine. So she's like, but how do you know that he's going to be fine? I'm like, because he is. So I just remember, she's like, yeah, but David, I'm telling you right now that we need to take turns watching him. And I'll start. I'm like, no, you're going in the room. We need to, she's like, David, we got to clean this house up tomorrow morning. So I'm like, all right. So we ended up kind of like finding the room where we were going to stay at, which was kind of cool. So we found the room where we were going to sleep at. She found some good covers and stuff, some clean covers and quilts and stuff. And yeah, so we kind of fell asleep, made love and stuff like that through the night. Then the morning time came. And so Mike and that girl Jazz, they were sleeping together, which was obviously, he already admitted that he was having sex with the girl. So I just remember, Mike was like, waking up. He was in his lab, in the office lab bunker thing. And I come down there. I'm like, look, man, me and my wife about to start cleaning up. She told me to come and get you. He's like, she ain't tell you to come and get me. She ain't tell you to come and get me. You know why she ain't tell you to come and get me? Because she don't tell me what the fuck to do. You know what the agreement was, David? The agreement was that y'all don't tell me what the fuck to do. I ain't cleaning shit. This house is dusty as shit, but I will fucking clean down here because this is where I'm fucking relying at. I'm staying right the fuck down here. I cleaned up down here, but I ain't got nothing to do with up there. Y'all do whatever the fuck y'all want to do up there. I'm not touching none of that shit. That don't have nothing to do with me. I'm like, you gotta eat, don't you? He's like, it's a microwave down here and all that shit. I'm good. I don't need to go upstairs for nothing. It got a little bathroom down here and everything. I'm good. I don't need nothing up there. So I'm not touching shit. And I already told you before we got in that damn truck that I wasn't listening to that bitch. So don't fucking tell me what that girl told you to tell me. Stop coming to me and telling me what the fuck your wife said. I ain't got nothing to do with that white ass sticky finger bitch. So I'm like, yo, you really don't like my wife. You like, no, I don't. And she doing that shit to get under my damn skin. Talking about go tell him to help us clean up. She know goddamn well that wasn't gonna go too damn smooth. You telling me this shit, you knew I wasn't gonna take this shit right. So goddamn it, man. Early in the morning you fucking with me? So I'm like, all right, Mike. I just came down. He's like, man, don't tell me what that fucking girl told you to tell me. She don't tell me what to do. She not my boss. And fuck that bitch. So I'm like, all right, goddamn. He was like, I'm going to say it again. Fuck that bitch. And stop telling me with that fucking girl. So she come downstairs. She's like, Mike, you're going to help us clean up. So he's like, girl, you better get out of my goddamn face. I ain't helping you do shit. You got your fucking wife right there. He was like, you got your husband right there. You better go upstairs and y'all better do that shit y'all damn self because I ain't touching shit up there. I ain't got nothing to do up there. He's like, she was like, you gonna have to shower. There's no shower down here. And it's not an actual bathroom down here, so you lying to your damn self. You might got compliance to eat and stuff down here, but you still gonna have to shower and make she was like, you're still gonna have to shower and actually use the fucking bathroom. So you're gonna have to come up eventually. So you are gonna help us clean up. I don't care if you don't like me. You don't have to like me to make something nice or look nice. I mean, you wanna keep bringing it. So she's like, you wanna keep on breathing in dust? He was like, I cleaned up down here. She's like, yeah, I don't care if you cleaned up down here. You're going to help us clean up upstairs. Like it or not, we're a family. You might not like me, but do it for your grandkids, okay? He's like, they not even fucking here. So why you keep on bringing up babies? Yeah, they in your damn stomach, but are they fucking here now? So I don't have to do shit now. So she's like, you're going to do it before they get here. So he like, and if I fucking don't, what you going to do to me? Huh, Ellie? What your white ass gonna do to me? You ain't gonna do shit to me. I ain't afraid of your 14-year-old ass. What the hell you gonna do to me? David, you better get your fucking wife. So I'm like, all right, look, you gonna help us clean up, okay? He's like, I'm not helping shit. Look at me and hear me good. I ain't helping shit. So you can get out of my fucking face with that shit. That bitch definitely don't tell me what the fuck to do. And okay, y'all want to fuck with me? So he brings out a shotgun. He's like, now, you think I'm afraid to use this shit? Now I'm going to say this shit again. If this white bitch say one more fucking word to me, you going to see me shoot your wife right up in the fucking face. I'm going to blow her shit right off her fucking body. She better go upstairs and leave me the fuck alone. It's too early for this shit. So I'm like, all right, okay, Ellie, go upstairs. Go upstairs and just start cleaning up. So she go upstairs and Jazz goes upstairs. He like, now look at me, David. You think I'm fucking crazy? So I'm like, yeah, you are crazy. He's like, that's a good ass answer. I'm a fucking nut. I'm Looney fucking Tunes. So tell that bitch of yours, don't ever fucking test me like that again. Cause the next time it's not going to be no damn dialogue. I'm just going to shoot her dumb ass. You need to talk to her. Stop letting this bitch come in my damn face saying shit. So I'm like, all right, okay. He's like, and I told y'all in the beginning. I told you I wasn't listening to y'all shit. So I'm like, all right. You know what? You stay down here. And he's like, and if I got to use the bathroom, I'm going to fucking use it. She ain't going to tell me what the fuck I can't do. So I'm like, all right, Mike, okay, all right, you know what? I don't want no beef. All right. So I go upstairs. She's like, he is such a jackass. So I'm like, all right, look, listen, let me talk to you, Ellie, for a minute, okay? She's like, somebody needs to check on Joe. So I'm like, well, go check on Joe. So she checks on Joe. He's okay and everything. I'm like, Ellie, look, Ellie, let's go outside to talk. She's like, okay. I'm like, look, baby. We gotta let Mike deal with shit. She's like, why is he such a fucking asshole? I'm like, because he lost his whole family. She's like, and I didn't lose anybody? I lost people too. Y'all act like I didn't see people die in front of my face. I'm like, I never said you didn't, Ellie. I never said you didn't see people die. I'm pretty sure you have. But what I'm saying to you is that Mike, he's seen his whole family die in his arms. And that's a hard pill to swallow. So in some way he feel like he failed his wife and kids. So I know that yes, he is a hard ass and a jackass, but he probably wasn't always this way. He's just this is how his mind is now. And we just gotta give him his space. I know that it seems crazy. It's like, why do you let him talk to you like that? I'm like, look, he's like my father. And I mean, like, look, he did say he wasn't gonna help us with shit. It's not like he didn't tell us that shit. I mean, he did. He was willing to stay there and actually die there. And I think he meant that shit too. So she's like, well, we should have just left his ass. I'm like, you don't mean that, Ellie. You don't mean that. She was like, of course I don't mean that, David. I'm like, look, we're gonna clean up this place. We're gonna clean up the house for the kids, for the babies. You know, even though they're not here, we're gonna clean up for them, okay? She's like, but David, so we just gonna let him use the bathroom? If Mike gotta use the bathroom or take a shower, we just gonna let him do it? I'm like, yeah, yeah, we are, because we're not assholes like him. We're actually civilized people. So we're not gonna be petty and be like, oh, we cleaned up, but you can't use the bathroom or you can't do this and do that. Look, let him be. I'm gonna tell you, he was worse than this when I came along. He was very hard on me every day. It took him a while to really warm up to me. So what I'm saying is, it's gonna take him a while to warm up to you, and you just warm up to this whole situation, and he'll start to come around. The more that you give him his space, he'll start to come around. I promise you. I know Mike. You just got to give him his space, stay out of his way, and let Mike be Mike. So she like, fine, okay, I'll listen to you, honey. You said leave him alone, I'll leave him alone. I'm like, okay, let's go back in here, and let's start cleaning up. So we cleaning up and, straightening up everything. And, Ellie, she noticed the stores and stuff and everything. She's like, oh, we got stores? I'm like, yeah. It's like, wow. Oh, we can fix all of this stuff up. It's an art studio in here? I'm like, I guess so. She's like, well, this is really nice. I'm like, yeah. She's like, well, she's like, I think I got my next favorite place to stay in. I like this. I can set it up. It's kind of dusty in here. I can kind of clean it up and stuff. I'm like, well, yeah, that's a good thing. And so I just remember, we cleaned up everything. Everything was good. She did kind of clean up the art studio, and it was like other stores that we were. It was a lot of stuff that we had, on the block, and everything was good. Everything was, very peaceful. She did like the atmosphere, and she's like, David, I want to get married in this building right here. It's ours. It could be like our own temple or church or whatever. I'm like, who the fuck gonna come to our church? And I don't like church. She's like, it could be a temple. I'm like, well, whatever. Who's gonna come to our temple? It's like when we start letting people in. When we start letting people in and we get a group, nice size of people, I want us to get remarried again in front of a lot of people. I want people to see us, you know, seeing us get married. I think that would be very special. I'm like, okay, I think we can do that. We can make that work. So she was like, do you like the art studio? I'm not finished with it. I still gotta, do some other things, but I'm not finished with it. I'm like, that's good. So all I remember is that me and Ellie did have sex. We cut up, of course. And then I, go downstairs with Mike, and Ellie was upstairs with Joe, making sure Joe was okay. He's like, David, look at this shit. Look at this shit, David. Look at this shit. I gotta show you this shit. You gotta see this shit. This shit is very entertaining. I'm like, what is it? He's like, look at these fucking idiots. They walkers. You see this shit? They're not fully changed into them fucking damn zombies. It's like stages. Look at this shit. Look. All right. Look. Boom! That shit you see the way that shit just hit him? I'm like, yeah, I see it. My goddamn, I see it. So he like, you seen the way that shit just happened? Yo, that shit happens every time one of them motherfuckers try to come through here. You see that shit? That shit just hit him right and just blew his fucking head off. I'm like, and that shit, I'm like, and that entertained you? He's like, yeah, it entertained me. Yes, it does. It satisfied me. I'm like, I don't want to see whatever the fuck they are getting blew away. He was like, they walkers. I'm like, what the fuck is a damn walker? He's like, they like a zombie, but they walk. Like they don't know where the fuck they are. So I'm like, yeah, I still don't know what the fuck that means. He was like, yeah, you don't know the stages. But all I'm saying is that this shit is definitely entertaining to me. I'm like, seeing a motherfucker head get blown off is entertaining to you. He was like, yes, it's very entertaining to me. And I don't see why it's not to you. So I'm like, oh, okay. So Ellie comes downstairs. She's like, David. So he's like, didn't I tell your ass not to come the fuck down here? So she was like, I just came for my husband. So he was like, David, take your ass upstairs. So I go upstairs, whatever, like that, and she shut the door. And she's like, he is such a fucking asshole. So I'm like, I told you. She's like, I know what you told me. I'm not gonna bother him. So I'm like, all right, baby, what's up? She's like, what did you want me to cook for dinner? So I'm like, you know how to cook? She's like, I don't know how to cook, but what do you want me to cook? And I'm not using any flour. I'm like, okay. She's like, so what can, oh, I know what I can cook for us. So she did cook. She actually, we had to soak those fucking damn silverware. Like we soaked it in bleach and made sure that it was sterilized before we actually used all stuff. But it was, but actually we did end up going to the market to get food before it turned dark and before she actually started to cook. So Mike, like, where y'all two going at? So she's like, oh, we're going to like the market and stuff to get food. We seen the shopping center like before we drove into here. He was like, why the fuck would y'all take that damn big ass risk? You know that y'all can get fucking ate up out there. I just told you it's walkers out there and you up there about to go to a market to get some fucking food. So she's like, we need to survive, dumb ass. We have to survive. So he's like, you better not bring nobody back with your asses either. Stop trying to be fucking heroes. So all I remember is we ended up going to the market. We did get some food and stuff like that. But then it was like this family. It was a woman and her kids and stuff like that. And they were in the store, but they was just in there, you know what I'm saying? And the woman was like, she was pregnant and she had other kids with her. Like it was like all together, I'm gonna say about five of them, and they were in there and they was like asking for help or whatever. And so Ellie has seen them and she was like, oh my god, how long y'all been in here? So she's like, we've been in here for weeks. I need help. I haven't had anything to drink, eat. I haven't even went to the bathroom. And she's like, wait, are you pregnant? She's like, yeah, these are my kids. We have nowhere else to go. So she's like, okay, you can come with us. So I'm looking like, Ellie, I mean, wait, what the fuck you mean they can come with us? She's like, David, look at them. We can't just leave them like that. We have to help them. So I'm like, okay, all right, Ellie. She's like, look, I don't care what the fuck Mike say. This is not his place. He can't tell us who we can let in. Remember, he do things his way and we do things our way. We help people, not let them sit there and suffer. So I'm like, okay, you're right. So I remember we did get the food. We got the supplies that we need and stuff. And we took the family because it wasn't no man there, but it was her kids. Like she had like a son and a couple of daughters. And she was obviously pregnant. So yeah, she got into the car with us. And she got into the truck with us. And we came back with the stuff. And Mike sees us right now. He couldn't really see that it was people in the car because the windows was kind of tinted. And so as he seen us getting out the truck, he's like, I can't believe y'all. Didn't I tell y'all not to bring no fucking body back with y'all? Who the fuck is these damn strangers? So Ellie was like, Mike, I'm not bothering you. I'm going to let you be the jackass that you are. But you are not going to tell me what I can do. Okay? If I want to help people, he's like, use this shit. Use it right now on their ass. Use them. And she was like, okay. So he's like, David, how the fuck can you be so damn stupid? Didn't I tell you stop letting your girl tell you what the fuck to do? I'm like, look, man, these damn people needed our help. What was we supposed to just let them just sit there? It's a fucking damn. These are kids, man. I can't. We can't just. He's like, man, if they contaminated, we killing their ass. I don't give a fuck. I'm fucking shooting them. So all I remember is that none of them was contaminated. They all was good. So he's like, yeah, that's some lucky ass shit. So we bring them on in and stuff like that, and we set them up in one of the rooms. So she was like, "This is so nice of you. Can I please take a shower? I haven't took a shower in a while. My kids, they need to get cleaned up. Please." So she's like, "You're fine." And we actually have a nice store where you can get some clothes and stuff. And I'm going to be cooking dinner, so dinner will be done. I'm going to be cooking for my husband, and I'm actually pregnant too. We're married. She's like, "Wait, y'all married? How old are you?" She's like, "We're both 14 years old." She's like, "Wait, y'all two 14-year-olds and y'all married?" She's like, "Yeah, I mean, it's the apocalypse. Anything goes." So she was like, I guess so. So I remember she ended up taking a shower and stuff like that. Mike like, now y'all gonna feed their asses too? Y'all gonna feed them and give them clothes? So Ellie like, she not saying nothing. I'm like, yo, Mike, yo, you need to shut the fuck up, yo. Let my wife take care of these people, okay? If this is what my wife want to do, he's like, man, I keep telling you, your fucking wife is a fucking jackass. So she's like, I am not a jackass. A jackass is someone that keeps doing stupid shit because they just want to be an idiot. Okay? I'm not mean to anybody. I don't sit there and talk bad about persons. I don't do half of the shit that you do. Okay? Now, you don't have to worry about feeding them, and you don't have to worry about sheltering them, because that is my job. I will do that. Okay? And you are not going to tell us how to live here. Okay? He's like, you are stupid. I keep telling you, you ain't your fucking husband. Even if they're not contaminated, I'm telling you, I got senses about this shit. Now, I mean, they don't seem like bad people, but we not letting a whole bunch of people through these gates. I'm telling you that right now. Y'all keep on doing this shit. Y'all keep leaving out, bringing people back with y'all. Like, this is not a fucking hospital. Y'all think this is a damn hospital? So she was like, if it is, you will operate on them because you are a scientist. He was like, I'm not a fucking damn doctor. Do I look like a fucking doctor to you? Do I look like a fucking damn doctor to you? I ain't a damn doctor. So I'm like, she's not saying you're a doctor. She's just saying you know what you're doing. So he's like, don't flatter me. Don't fucking flatter me. Just stop bringing people back with y'all. God damn. Y'all up there, y'all keep on bringing people back with y'all. And I swear y'all doing that shit on purpose. So I'm like, look, just let my wife take care of these people. So the woman taking a shower, she washing her kids up. Jazz walks up, she sees the woman and stuff like that. She says hi to him and everything. And so Joe is still kind of resting up. He is still recuperating from his battle wounds. So I'm in the kitchen with Ellie. She was like, David, you got to tell Mikey nothing. I'm like, what? She's like, look, Mike is really getting on my nerves. Okay? And I heard that it's not good to stress the babies out. I'm like, yeah, so why are you stressing yourself out, honey? It's like, I am not stressing myself out. I'm like, it seemed like you are. I mean, why are you letting my dad get to you? It's like, because why is he such a fucking idiot? I mean, about every fucking thing. I mean, we out there saving people, and it's like, we can't even save anybody. So I'm like, baby, I told you why he's acting this way. And I told you why he's the way he is. Why can't you just accept that? She's like, I can't accept it. But why does he always got to be a fucking idiot? So I'm like, look, I told you it's going to take him a while for him to come around. Didn't I tell you that? I told you that it's going to take him a minute to come around. She's like, you did say that. I'm like, so if I said that, why do you keep thinking that it's going to change overnight? Do you know what that means? When I say give him time to come around, that means what? Maybe a month or two. Maybe even a fucking year. It's going to take him a while to warm up to all this shit. Okay? And when he do warm up, he'll be a damn delight. She's like, he is not a damn delight. I don't think he got a delight in him. So I'm like, he might not got a damn delight in him. But I didn't seen him act like a damn delight around me. She's like, that's because he actually likes you. That's because he treats you like his son. I'm like, and he ain't always used to treat me like his damn son. He ain't always used to want to protect me. So I'm saying that he's treating me like this shit now because he warmed up to me. It took him time to warm up to me. When I came to him, I was I think about 13 years old. I was like 12 going on. I was 13 years old. So I stayed with him for like a whole year. So it took him a year to warm up to me. It took him a whole year to warm up to me. And when he did, he cared for me so much. Yeah, he didn't want me to leave. And yes, he treated me like a son. So I get what you're saying, but it's just gonna take him time, man. This man lost his family, and you know, every time we talk about it, he's hurt behind it. You know, he cries. He does stuff that he might not ever do in front of anybody, but he is hurt. You know, he feels like he let his family down, and I know that feeling. I feel like I let my family down in some way. I mean, I lost my mom and dad and brothers and sisters, so I feel like I let them down far as not protecting them the way that a brother should protect their brothers and sisters. So I know that feeling, but other people grieve in different ways, you know, and his way of grieving is being a fucking jackass. So that's pretty much how he is. So we can't shut him out just because he's a fucking jackass. And let's get it clear. He is a fucking jackass. That part is no intended. So she's like, okay. I'm like, but he's not going to stop us from saving people. Okay, baby? She's like, okay. I'm like, now come here. Now I need some of that good love. It's like, you need some what? I'm like, I need some of that good love. It's like, in the kitchen. I'm like, you ain't gonna let me do it, Ellie? She's like, yes, fine, I'll let you do it. So we did end up having sex and making love and cutting up and stuff like that. And we did have sex in the kitchen. So I remember Mike like, God damn, is it a place that y'all won't fuck in? Like, God damn, y'all got a room for that shit. Y'all literally got a room for that shit. Y'all fucking in the kitchen where we got eating shit. Like, God damn, y'all got a room for that shit. So, you know, I'm like, Mike, I can fuck my wife wherever the fuck I want to. This our place. It's not yours. He's like, so you just gonna keep throwing that shit in my face, huh? So you just gonna keep throwing it in my face every chance you get, huh? Oh, it's me and my wife shit. Look, y'all didn't pay for this shit. Y'all just lucked up on this shit. So Ellie was like, look, the guys that we seen left this for Joe. This is actually Joe's house. Okay? This is Joe's house. The one that's laid up on that damn bed. It's his place. All of this is his. They left this left this stuff for him, not for you to sit here and act like it's yours. So if anything, when Joe wakes up and get better, he's the one that can really call the shots. So, but until then, me and David are the ones that's calling the shots. So why don't you shut up? We can do whatever we want. And if you don't like it, you know what? You can leave. So he's like, I ain't going no damn where. I ain't going out there with them fucking walkers out there. So she's like, then shut the fuck up and just mind your business. So you're like, David, I'm about to shoot your wife. I'm about to shoot her. I'm like, yo, stop. Yo, what are you doing? Yo, he's like, get off of me. I'm tired of that girl talking to me. She got a mouth on her ass. I'm about to fix that shit. I'm like, Mike, you are not going to blow my damn wife away. He's like, you better go. You better get her ass. You better get her. And all I ask is for y'all to fuck somewhere private. God damn. I come up here to get a fucking damn snack and look at this shit. I'm like, well, you should have walked your ass back downstairs. He was like, y'all are some fucking idiots. I'm the jackass, and y'all the one fucking out there in public and shit. So she's like, it's not actually in public. We're actually in the house. So he's like, yeah, but ain't it fucking strangers in here? What if our ass came the fuck down here, one of them damn creepy ass kids? So I'm like, why is everybody creepy or weird to you? So he's like, because they fucking are until I fucking get to know them. And any damn way, y'all got a room for that shit. So he goes downstairs or whatever like that. And she's like, David, I can't take your fucking, I don't know what he is to you, but I can't take Mike. I can't take him anymore. I'm like, look, I'm going to go talk to him right now. So like, go talk to him right now. So I go downstairs. I'm like, Mike, he's like, you better not come down here and talk to me about that fucking white bitch. I'm like, look, man, you gotta stop being mean to her. He's like, I gotta stop being mean to her. First of all, I don't gotta stop doing shit. So I'm like, look, he's like, I don't gotta stop doing shit. So don't tell me what I gotta do. I don't gotta do any fucking thing. And I will talk to her the way the fuck I want to. I don't like her ass. And I don't trust a sticky finger ass. So I'm like, yo, why you keep calling her that? He was like, because I seen her steal shit. I'm like, so what she steal? He's like, she ain't really steal stuff. She just kept touching shit. So I'm like, look, Mike, yo, you need to stop being so mean to my wife, yo. She ain't doing nothing to you but being nice. And she just helping people. He like, look, I get that your wife is on this journey to save people. I get it. I get that. But why the fuck she gotta bring them here? I'm like, where else is she gonna bring them, Mike? Where the fuck else is she gonna bring them? She don't know nowhere else. Where else is she gonna bring the fucking people to? So he like, alright, you know what, David? You don't get it, do you? I showed you all that shit yesterday, and you just don't get it. You don't get it. I'm trying to get your ass on survival mode, and you up here talking about some fucking damn saving people and shit. I'm like, look, Mike, you don't gotta be on this journey with me and my wife, and that's fine. You can be. We need you here. You're a survival person, and so is Joe. Y'all both are the same people. He's like, me and Joe are not the same people, cause he keep getting hurt. So obviously he's not doing his job well. So we are not the same people. So I'm like, yo. I'm like, yo, Joe, he's like, don't compare me to his old stretched out ass. Don't compare me to him. I'm like, all right, yo, you know what, yo, I can't with you, yo. I can't with this dude, yo. So I'm like, you know what, yo, I gotta go on stage, yo. I couldn't with this dude. I'm like, yo, Mike, this dude is just too much for me, yo. Even Ellie was laughing, because he's a handful, yo. This nigga is literally fucking a handful, yo. I'm like, I can't even with this dude, yo, right now, yo. I can't, Joe. I couldn't really sit there and have a real talk with him because, yo, he's just that fucking crazy, yo. He will literally say whatever comes to his fucking mind. So, so I remember Allie was laughing at him because she couldn't even hold her laughing. She's like, he is that much of a jackass that he's actually funny. So I'm like, yo, I tried, baby. She's like, I know you tried, baby. I mean, like, let's just let Mike just be Mike. So I'm like, yeah, let's let Mike be Mike. So she checked on Joe, and Joe was pretty cool. She checked on the woman, and she was actually good. My wife had gave them some changing clothes and stuff. No, she didn't give them any changing clothes. They went to like the store that we had in our the section where we have. It's like we got a house and then it's like stores and stuff. So it's clothes and stuff in there, and so the mother had took her and her kids to like get some outfits and clothes and stuff. And yeah, they were good. You know, they were happy that somebody saved them and everything, and the woman was still pregnant. So I am going to stop this episode here. So I hope that y'all enjoyed episode 5 of The Last of Us love story of Ellie Sims and David Sims. So I'm excited. Episode 5 and episode 6 will be coming. New single is going to be coming in a few hours, but the soundtrack for our love story and series is coming on SoundCloud this Sunday. So I hope y'all enjoy all the thugging and all the clutching, you know what I'm saying? But I will definitely holler at y'all later. And I guess I'll say